Oh my god, I'm definitely not tweeting because I realized I had DMs that I haven't read all week. Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Yeah, yeah. Um, no more Captain America. That's sad.
I know. I don't know.
Well,
I don't
are we
know.
sad that it's over, or sad that, or should we be thrilled that his reign of terror is over?
He did go out on a high note. They executed, it seems like, publicly executed
Yes.
the Scarab at Big Ben.
Right.
So, you know, quite the send off, honestly.
It is. It is.
So, all right. Well, we're doing a little bit of a commercial break.
I
Thank you. Thank you.
see what you did there.
I was so happy with the title I came up with. Commercial break. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we need a new sponsor because things didn't work out with Mum.
oh my god, it didn't. I think they actually went out of business. Kind of strange. Didn't see that one coming at all.
No.
Starting on time. Yeah, I know. I've started starting on time. I know.
Yeah. Yeah. I was actually surprised to get the link when I did. I was like, oh, I need to hurry up and get my computer on and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I've started starting on time. See? And he's gonna enjoy lunch. Yeah. See? All right, Chris, go ahead. Make us hungry. What are you having for lunch?
I only had breakfast just a few hours ago, just at 11 o'clock. My wife and I kind of slept in, and man, I could go for lunch now.
Holy shit! Yeah, I'm gonna have lunch after we do this show. I made Loki waffles because he's doing a little better, so I made him waffles, and it's my special. Definitely didn't invent it this morning. Vanilla cinnamon mix with Belgian waffles. So,
Ooh, that sounds good,
you
actually.
you take a plain Belgian waffle recipe and you add like vanilla extract and ground cinnamon in it.
Chris, I love how specific you are.
You're having food, you asshole. I want to know specifics. I'm assuming you're eating food. This one invites the guest. You know what, Loki? I don't need your sass. Okay? Hey, Ram Bam, and Mary. The usual crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sucked. Yeah, I was like just out of it. And Loki, yeah, he didn't have a very good night. But he had a better morning because I made waffle. So, and he's managed to keep it down. So it's good.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's had it rough the last few days.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I have been a very unhappy heiress about how this whole situation has happened. So.
Understandable. When medicine makes you sick, that's kind of a problem.
It's a bigger problem when it says on the label that it can make you sick. But it's like, okay, I think we've gone past a little feeling a little sick to violently ill territory. And
right.
I feel like no medicine should really be making me feel violently ill like that.
Right.
I don't even think chemo actually makes you properly violently ill. It makes you feel bad.
It makes you feel terrible. It makes you incredibly weak as well.
Yeah. Yes, but I don't think it makes you violently ill. It makes you very, very fatigued and feel like absolute dog shit from what I've heard. But the violently ill portion is not something that a medicine should ever make you feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when it's making you do that. That means there is something in your body that your body's like, no,
Mm-hmm.
we are expelling this immediately. What are you doing?
I always love the like the ads for like a new medication, and they list off like this laundry list of like possible side effects, and it's like, dear God, that sounds.
Yeah.
I'd rather just deal with the allergies.
Oh, you're in a completely foul mood? Oh, well, you know what? You definitely came to the right place if you're looking for ridiculousness. But yeah, no, apparently in other countries they don't do that.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. Kind of just makes you go, yeah, I guess that is weird. I mean, have you ever seen like an advertisement or known anybody, right, who has seen an advertisement for a medicine on TV and then ever brought that medicine up to their doctor? Because I feel like I trust the doctor, right? It's like, okay, I trust you to know what you're doing, right? But I
Ideally.
do to an extent, right? No, you can always get a second opinion, right?
Sure.
Especially if it gets a little,
Mm-hmm.
But generally speaking, you should be able to trust your doctor to know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, and if
So,
and if what they're discussing is something that might be like a permanent surgery type thing, then by all means get a second opinion. But
there's nothing ever wrong with getting a second opinion when it comes to a doctor.
right.
So, but yeah, it's yeah.
On that cheery note, ads.
Yeah, I've been very, very annoyed about this whole situation.
That's completely understandable. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, made me feel really bad. And then you doubled the dose. And guess what? I felt worse. I wonder what
I wonder
the problem
why.
could be. I do wonder what the problem is. And it was, it took like 48 hours of like him bothering them for them to call him back. It's just very. I am upset.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife works in the medical profession, and yeah, she has to deal with just the complete bureaucracy of everything.
It's just like, what, guys?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Come on.
she works at a pharmacy, and because of HIPAA laws, when she needs to like call, she calls a client to to let them know that their prescription's ready or whatever, and she needs to ask them questions to verify that they're who the records are. The person can't just call them and let them know first because of HIPAA. It's like, but it's their medical records.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, from what I've gathered, it seems to be the case of, well, somewhat one person in the class ruined it for everybody else. That seems to be a lot of the case of whenever something bizarre is going on.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't understand why things are the way that they are.
Excuse me.
I know.
Sorry about that.
This is really funny. We were at Walmart, and what was it? Yeah. So we're trying to.
God damn you, Loki!
You wanted fried chicken yesterday. I would have agreed to fried chicken yesterday. Just saying, not from Popeyes, because last time we got Popeyes, I'm not even kidding. I've never eaten chicken that tasted old. And I've gone to many a fast food restaurant. I've never ate chicken that tasted that old. Now, Sonic's jumbo chicken, popcorn chicken, has started to taste like that. But Popeyes, it was like, this was done 3 days ago. Like, there's no way.
I mean, to be honest, I've never been a huge fan of Popeyes.
It was really good when I had it once in college, but that just kind of, I should have known better too. The closest Popeyes it's one of those fast food restaurants that they're just like, you never see anyone go to it, but it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with the local Burger King. You're like, I don't think I don't think I've seen somebody go in there for like years
It's
and when it's there.
probably been over a decade since I last went to a Burger King.
Yeah, I was very little. My mom just stopped taking us there. Even
Mm-hmm.
I did like their chicken fries at one point. I thought that was a nice concept. They tasted good at one point, but
I liked
you
their
know,
fries once upon a time.
it was gross. It was like it's like if there's a fast food restaurant and it is visibly dirty,
Mm-hmm.
just don't
So
go there. It's not
it's always a
worth it.
Burger King.
Yeah, that put me in a foul mood. You fucker! I didn't realize that you.
I was waiting when you would get the pun that he put in there.
No, I got distracted by you saying fried chicken. Anyway, we went to this Walmart, and I'm not even kidding. This I was just like, "Hey, can you?" It has one of those movies has one of these plastic cases that are very annoying on it. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, can you take this off?" Because I didn't know if it was going to be able to scan through it, right? Um,
Right.
and she was like, "No, you need to scan it first, and then I'll take it off." And I was like, "But why?" And I didn't understand because I was just like, "Well, I'm literally walking over here to scan it." And it dawned on me that the reason why she refused to do it is because she didn't want me walking out with it.
Yes.
But that didn't even dawn on me. I was just like, no, it just makes more logical sense because you're free at the moment for you to take this off so I can scan it, put it in my bag, and leave. That seems like the more efficient way to do that. But the assumption is I'm going to steal it, even though that whole thing never even occurred to me. It just blew my mind.
As someone who used to work at Walmart, you would not believe the amount of products that get sold all the time.
Oh, I know they have an instant replay thing now.
Mm-hmm.
We accidentally double tapped at Walmart. You know when you scan one product twice by accident,
Mm-hmm.
and they did like the screen did the instant replay when the cashier or the not cashier, but the self checkout lady was
Mm-hmm.
like going through and undoing it. I'm just like, what? Because it doesn't dawn on me to steal things.
I
I just
know.
don't. I never think about it.
Yeah.
I think one
The,
time as a kid, I stole. You know when they used to have those just the plastic with like the peppermint, you scoop it out, put it in a bag. You know what I mean? Or they would have the
mm-hmm.
little candy
Yeah.
things. And I took one when I was younger, and I still remember that. I took
I don't
like
think we can be friends anymore.
I know I took like a penny's worth of a peppermint candy, and it like stayed in my brain for all of eternity. So I don't think I'd be good at stealing. Just
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I got very, very distracted with whatever the hell I was talking about. Jack in the Box is gross. Period.
Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of Jack in the Box.
No, the only time I ate at Jack in the Box, it gave me food poisoning. I've never had a burger that was that greasy. It was absolutely, it was so gross. Everywhere charges you for bags now. Maybe where you
Yeah.
live. They do not do that here.
Yeah, they do that here.
No, well, that's what you get for living up north. Just saying. That's your fault.
Well, some of them are company policy, so it's not
Oh,
it's not a state thing. It's um it's a company thing. So
interesting.
yeah,
What?
it's happening.
Well, I mean, if they just want to, I always keep my bags because I use them for the little trash cans. Those are my little trash can liners. It's like the old
Mm-hmm.
Kroger and Walmart bags.
Yeah.
Because obviously, um, so it's just like, but so you're telling me I'm gonna have to go out and buy extra liners now for my trash cans? Because that's kind of why I get them like that. I always wonder the people who have the reusable bags. Do they just have little trash can liners? You know? Do they?
Well, I
What do
mean,
they use?
my wife uses totes all the time, so she usually brings her own bags because they're much
So,
sturdier than the cheap plastic ones that they have.
but then what do you use for trash can liners for your little trash cans, like in the bathroom?
We get a little we buy like a little roll of trash can liners and then just put the roll in the at the bottom of the trash can.
But
And
it's the
so that
same amount of plastic.
it is, yeah.
Okay. I'm just wondering. Now you have a different situation because they're literally charging you. You know, that makes a slight difference. Groceries are expensive enough as it is. I don't
Yes,
need to
they
be
are.
charged for the bags that you put it in. All
Mm-hmm.
right, my fill up my grocery store just like pickup for the week, which is just not even a proper grocery store run, but like just getting a couple things should not be over $50 ever. In fact, it shouldn't even be over 30. It's just embarrassing. So
Yeah.
it's like why are my bills looking like this? Oh, that's because groceries have doubled in cost.
And for some items they've almost tripled.
Yeah. Yeah, the bacon Loki likes to get
God.
$7 now. Seven
Mm-hmm.
dollars. $7 now. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, that we now have to treat bacon like a little treat.
That's evil. That
It's
we
evil. Now,
it is.
I always preferred sausage. So, I liked bacon a lot more when I was younger, but now it's like I'll just take sausage, I guess.
Mm.
Or, like Canadian bacon or something. I just whatever. I'm not paying $7 for bacon.
Yeah,
And it's
around
not
here
even as good, right? It's just
and
like the
around
quality.
here, a carton of a carton of like a dozen eggs is now over $10.
Oh, I don't know what ours is.
It's
I've
outrageous.
kind of I've kind of started like having chopped eggs in a salad to kind of make it more filling. Making pseudo ramen eggs, which basically means I'm not doing it to make it the darker brown color on like marinating it and whatever. I'm just cooking it a certain way and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. So yeah, everything's twice. Yeah, $6 for eggs. All right, good. I'm glad he remembers that.
Yep, it's over 10 here in Pennsylvania.
Or are you doing a 12 or an 18?
That's a dozen.
That's for 12 over to God, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the hell's going on? None of this shit, and everything seems lower quality too. It's like, what? We're not in a war. Why on earth is everything more expensive? It's like, what's going on? Seriously.
But Biden says things are better now.
No. No, they're not.
No, they're really not.
I don't care if we're technically in a recession or not. I don't give a shit. All I know is if I go to the grocery store and I can check out and the 10 items or less aisle and I'm doing like 50 to 60, $70, that is crazy. Like I'm not buying these fancy meats. I'm not buying alcohol, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm buying tea, like deli meat, fucking, maybe like some the little Velveeta singles for like a little snack, you know, um, milk, stuff like that. It's not a whole lot. Oh, is it? We are in a war. Oh, we're in a proxy war, maybe. But we're not technically in a war, but we are in a war, I guess. The value of the US dollar has devalued over the past few years. I've just become very depressed.
Yeah.
See, I went.
It's outrageous how much it's been devalued over the last few years.
Yeah. And you know what, Mary? I used to, I talked to Loki about going to Aldi, but after what he told me what happened to him with the milk that they had there, I can't bring myself to go.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
same here. I have a friend who got sick after buying some Aldi stuff. I'm like, I don't know if I trust them.
yeah, so that's the problem. It's just like,
The food is cheap for a reason.
yeah, it's like I don't know. I'd rather not like risk that, mostly because I also have a very finite amount of sick days. So what happened? I'm an Aldi addict, but not really for food. Okay. Loki brought home milk one day, and by the time he went to use it, what was it? Maybe 24 hours? It might have been less than that. The milk had separated.
Ew.
Yeah. So, and yeah, anyway, so that visual in my brain has kept me forever from going to Aldi's because I just can't. That is such a disgusting visual that I don't think I could drink milk again after that if I would have seen it. Right.
Yeah, I had a coworker once who he got like one of those like ready-made sandwiches that they have, and he had to call out the next day.
Well, I don't really trust. I don't think I've trusted a ready-made sandwich in a very, very long time. There's just certain things that I avoid.
You, when it comes to like ready-made sandwiches, it's kind of like a roll of the dice. Yeah,
You are definitely.
you're taking your own chances.
I always have to wonder the people who buy the pre-boiled eggs in the gas
Yeah,
station convenience stores. I gotta wonder what you're doing.
yeah.
You know, like let's be honest, guys. It takes what, like maybe like 15 minutes to
It
go
doesn't take
from
that long.
to
Yeah.
boil an egg. No, I'm saying literally you put the eggs in the water and you start to heat it. It should take
Mm-hmm.
about 15 minutes to get you boiled eggs.
Yeah.
I guarantee you it's worth it. Pre-boiled, yes. Yeah, they have pre-boiled eggs at gas stations sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
Rambam.
don't
We Americans do some weird things with food.
Yeah. There's convenience and then that's a health hazard,
Yeah.
And I gotta wonder. They've put that out there. Somebody in corporate has decided that needs to go out there
Mm-hmm.
because that is fulfilling somebody like enough of somebody's need that they think that that's a worthy investment. You know.
Yeah.
So
So those people needed to
generally,
work on their advertising.
yeah. I mean, gas station food in general, like the hot food and stuff, I don't generally trust it. Um,
It depends because there's some that do have like a full deli in there. So
depends.
the food is made fresh. That's one thing.
Bucky's, you can pretty much trust their food along with Woody's. Those are the two, like in Texas, those are like the two giant gas station
Yeah,
places that
they're not
like
up here. We have Sheets.
Woody's is like there's like I think it's in Centerville, and they have one on either side of the highway. Um, they're pretty good. They do like they make their own shit in house, like smoked meats, uh, beef jerky, smoked cheeses, all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, that shit's awesome. But Bucky's, you come down to Texas, you gotta at least go to a Bucky's. It's hard to describe. But yeah, Woody's and Bucky's, those are the two. If you go to a gas station, you're gonna eat food. You're gonna want to go to either one of those two. Just because, like, for sure, that's safe. No, Woody's and Bucky's are different. They're a different type of gas station. So, all right, it's not a 7-Eleven, right? or like a Circle K. It's entirely different.
Oh yeah, Sheets is way above that level. Because like they have like a full on deli, so like you can order sandwiches, wraps, burgers, wings, mac and cheese. Like they have a whole just typical deli food. And it's all right there.
Yeah. I'm trying to show you what a Buc-ee's looks like.
Okay. Has the Winter Soldier ever been to a Buc-ee's? That's a good question, Shay.
All right. All right, there you go. Yes, we're about to get on to what we were going to talk about. I promise. But there you go.
Oh dear Lord, that's huge.
That's a Buc-ee's.
Holy crap. Okay. Wow.
And this is an average Buc-ee's. This is not like a big Buc-ee's either. Let me show.
All right. Wow. So like okay, so that's like so they have like a full on store.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Just to give you a bit of a idea what it looks like inside.
Okay.
When I say yes, I will trust the Buc-ee's food and stuff, this is what I mean.
Okay. So they're like a full on like retail store in addition to that also that happens to sell gas.
Yes, so they have a full on. They have like specific foods. Beaver nuggets is like incredibly popular. They're like little fried corn things.
Ooh.
But it's like a huge. So they have a gift shop. They have merch. There for a while, it was very very popular to have Buc-ee's merch. In Texas. They have like a full deli area. You can order food there as you're walking around, and then they'll call your name over the PA, and you can pick it up. Like you can actually like properly order food.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, they have giant bathrooms. I have never had to wait in a line at a Buc-ee's bathroom before, ever. Not even in the holiday season. It's
wow.
huge. I mean, it is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, they've never come up this far.
Yeah, they're pretty popular in Texas. You if you're traveling along the major highways, you are going to eventually come across one.
Okay.
But yeah, if you go to Texas, I advise stopping by a Buc-ee's for the experience of it. It is an incredibly like me just talking about Buc-ee's is like entirely different than you like seeing them. So, and let me see if I can show you Woody's.
Careful Googling that.
No, it's called Woody's Smokehouse. So I'm fine. Let's see if I can get a. All right, this kind of gives you a size, like an idea of the size, because what you're looking at are windows.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's about the size of the building. That's one of them. There's two, one across the highway from each other, and they have they offer slightly different things. They have like their main things, and then there's like other things that they'll offer that are slightly different. So.
Oh, Chris, that's a good point. Yeah, I should have known.
So let me see if I can find a good interior. Boo! Trying to find a good interior.
Oh, hey, Elena.
Hello. There you go. We'll just roll with this. So they have canned things of things you never thought to can and put other stuff with it ever.
Okay.
Like pickled okra. Never thought about.
You wait. You
okra.
you can pickle okra.
Yes, and just eat it straight out of the jar. Now, I will, as somebody who has had it, it is good. Just prepare for vinegar. And if you think you've prepared enough, then prepare some more.
Okay.
Yeah, there is pickling of pretty much everything. They have jams of pretty much everything. They have all kinds of seasonings, all kinds of stuff. It is crazy. So this is like just like a fraction of what you're dealing with as far as this isn't even close. You're seeing like a tip of the iceberg as it comes to the pickled things. Let's see.
Okay.
The canned items. Let's see if I can. All right, this shows you the little. Oh no, we were going to talk about something else. We've gotten completely distracted. There you go.
Ooh.
You have.
Now that's
some
a deli.
There's cans of shit or jars and cans of shit everywhere. This is, you see this thing right here? You see those 6 things right there? That is their mini pie sampler.
That's a sampler?
Yes, because these are all the different because they're all different flavors. And these are their little mini pies. Aren't they cute? So good.
Again, I only had breakfast like 2 hours ago. Damn it.
So you have your meats and you have cheeses that they'll dry age and they'll do whatever, smoke in-house. They have like a big smoker, like back section to it all. Both sides do. And you can order food up here as well. So, all kinds of stuff. And this is like, so you walk in like right here, and this is like on your left. And then the right side of the store is like, there's like, you have like your like the cash registers, and you have the bathroom in the back because of course, and you have a little seating area and gift shop, and then every canned jarred thing you can possibly imagine. Smoked meat. What? Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I mean, if you want.
If I'm ever down south, I will have to check these places out. They look great.
Yes. So Woody's is a lot more specific. So There's like one area it's in. So.
Okay, so they're not like spread all over the South
No.
like Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's is very much more like spread out, particularly in Texas. But in it's Centerville. So Centerville is kind of where the general area that you want to be, and for Woody's.
Okay.
Highly recommend though. All right, now that I've made everybody hungry.
Yeah.
And tortured everybody, including myself. Let's go ahead and start watching.
Yeah, we need to find our new sponsor.
Yeah.
Okay. So more ads.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Oh my god, did you actually go through and find all of them?
I did.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Hello, Matt G. Oh. Chuck Maggin and Drew Weiner. Nice. Terry Dactyle. That's his ass. Robin Banks. God, that's a great name. Winnie Big. They're all in names, so I like that you gave them. Peppy Roney. Amazing.
Yeah.
Willie You had too much fun with this.
I did.
How do you choke? Oh. Oh my goodness.
That's literally the best picture I could find of the guy.
Damn. I mean, accurate.
I just felt we needed to remember.
And those were just the people he killed, like, straight up. Right? That doesn't count all the people that he helped kill or didn't save.
It did count the people that were
really?
the half kills. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, props to Josh for actually giving enough of a shit to go through and do that.
Well, when we started doing the counter, that made it a lot easier to try to find where it happened. Because I just clicked on our videos and just like, okay, when does it move up? Okay. But yes.
Nice. Phenomenal. They will be missed.
They will be.
I tell you how they.
I'm still, and I have to admit, I am proud of Terry Dactyl for the dummy falling off the cliff.
Fantastic.
And a lot of them were Simpsons Simpsons names.
I would, as somebody who has never watched The Simpsons, I know. I feel like I got the point where I was at, where that kind of humor would have been like super funny to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I watched Family Guy instead. Like, I didn't watch The Simpsons, so I don't know. I don't think I could watch it now.
Well, the first couple of seasons of The Simpsons were vastly better than where they are now.
Well, I mean, that's with anything. Do you know anybody who's currently watching Family Guy?
I don't.
See?
Yeah.
I don't even know if Family Guy is still happening. Probably. All right.
And
Shall
yes,
move on.
and yes, Ram Bam, there was a Mike Hunt in there.
Nice. How could we forget?
And then I just figured, you know what? The two main lackeys, they actually had names. I didn't care. Just called them Lackey 1, Lackey 2.
No, I appreciate it. That makes it even more funny. All right.
So,
Shall
yeah. Yeah, let's start. But again, we needed to have a moment of silence. You know, for those murdered by Captain America.
Yeah.
And I need to go into my folder and clear out like 25 total still frames I took. Yeah.
All right.
This is aluminum. Nature made it light.
Okay.
Alcoa made it plentiful and low in price. This is aluminum, a new and better way to
No, that's a
protect
turkey.
food, to cook the tastiest Christmas dinner you ever had.
No. It's
Wherever
obviously a
foil,
pigeon.
an Alcoa aluminum product is today's #1 food saver. It prevents shrinkage during cooking, seals in food flavors, it saves
But look how
your
clean that is. That was not your recently cooked
used
turkey.
in millions of households.
No.
It keeps stored food fresher longer. There will be more and more wherever foil next year.
We
when
just
our
took it
country's
right out of
defense
the
needs
fridge.
been
It's
met.
fine.
Gross.
I mean, sure, you can have cold turkey, but I mean, who takes a whole drumstick like right out of the fridge?
Literally nobody. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Met. Wherever foil for the kitchen's aluminum from the ever-expanding facilities of America's foremost producer, Alcoa, Aluminum Company of America.
This is the
It's
CBS Television
aluminium.
Network.
No.
Here's a lucky young lady planning her vacation to Jamaica in the West Indies, only a few hours from the United States. A beautiful tropic island rising from the blue Caribbean Sea.
Okay.
Jamaica, golden beaches under the warm, inviting sun. And above, the cool freshness of the mountains, where waterfalls sparkle their happy way down.
And human
But Jamaica
traffickers
is not
further
only an isle of
inward.
scenery. Jamaica is an isle of people, happy people, proud of Jamaica, glad to live there. And tourists, glad to be there, enjoying all kinds of sports, playing in the sun or on the water. Yes, Jamaica is a perfect vacation spot. But Jamaica now is doubly important to the
Okay.
whole free world, because here has been discovered bauxite, the ore from which aluminum is made. Reynolds Aluminum. For the Reynolds Metals Company has been foremost in developing Jamaican
It's a more
bauxite.
aluminum ad.
First, through Reynolds research, to process this special type of ore, then with efficient new ways to mine these surface deposits. Huge cylindrical bins to stockpile the ore, rotating kilns to dry it, and make it ready for the overhead conveyors that carry the ore right to the loading dock, Reynolds' own deep water dock, in the harbor of Ocho Rios, from where a special self-unloading ship will take the ore over the short route to the USA, to Corpus Christi, Texas,
Oh, no.
and the giant new plants that will expand Reynolds' aluminum capacity by an additional 160 million
Did you really need to
pounds a year.
sell people on aluminum back in the
aluminum
50s?
I'm confused.
did they really have to sell people on using aluminum products? Was that a thing that had to be done?
Apparently. That's odd.
It is.
Fence. And more aluminum from the vacation land of Jamaica and the Reynolds Metals Company. Pioneers of progress through aluminum.
When you think of Jamaica, think Reynolds wrap. Wait.
Well, no wonder my laundry bill is so high. All those napkins last week.
Doeskin.
What?
You should use Doeskin.
Ah!
napkins.
Paper napkins?
Oh my
Oh,
god!
I don't mean
Stop.
Okay. Why is a stop motion deer the mascot for a napkin? I mean, I know they're called doe skin, but what does...
I don't know. I mean, at least the lumberjack guy made sense for paper towels because he's, you know. You remember the lumberjack guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
I never understood why bears were toilet paper, but you know.
That one's always been odd to me.
Yeah, they've always been just a little bit too comfortable.
They
You know?
really have, yeah. Oh my god, Chris. What happened to Rudolph? Did he transition?
Ah.
Doeskin napkins, Bambi, no!
Oh my god.
Okay, why are doeskin napkins so great?
I am concerned.
mean paper napkins, but Doeskin dinner napkins. You'll love them.
Everybody loves Doeskin dinner napkins. These soft linen-like napkins are 2-ply in smart formal fold, in white and in beautiful pastel colors. And Doeskin dinner napkins...
I'm so happy I can tell that they're pastel colors. Thank you for letting me know.
I mean, yeah, colorization was extremely expensive back then, but why mention the colors if you can't show them?
I don't know.
And I'm also confused by the name doeskin. Like, because like to me, I hear that and I'm like, oh, so wouldn't that be like a leather?
Yeah, I think of leather when I hear doeskin.
Yeah. You know, because it came from a doe, so it's a female deer skin, right? So shouldn't it be like leather, not a napkin? I would never associate doe skin with a napkin.
Yeah, I don't.
And Loki, yeah, I know they want to make it sound soft, but again, I think of deer. I don't think of soft. I think of leather.
I think of clouds when I think of soft.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Like cotton is soft.
Right.
Doeskin just that doesn't. I don't think when I think of the word doeskin, I'm not thinking of a napkin. Period.
No.
This is just very strange.
Yeah.
They cover your whole lap and they stay put. What's more, they last throughout the meal and they leave no lint.
They are nice. And they would save my linen.
They save you money, too. Doeskin dinner napkins cost only 49 cents for 5 dozen. That's a fraction of a penny apiece.
All right, Dottie.
You'll find doeskin dinner napkins, doeskin facial tissues, and other doeskin.
Wait a minute. Because she was talking about how that it's costing her a lot of money doing laundry because of all the napkins. So they were cloth napkins. So when you have cloth napkins, you can keep using them again and again. Paper napkins you have to toss out.
Yeah. Yes.
So how does it save money because in the long run it's cheaper to have cloth napkins?
Oh, because you can reuse them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about these. Obviously, you can reuse these. Definitely not fabric ones.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
but they said it was paper.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Skin favorite grocery, supermarket, department store, or drug. Brown dispenser box.
Doeskin.
And won't you?
God!
Okay, sir. Okay.
All right. Okay, so
All right.
this is hell.
I hate this.
Is it a tissue commercial?
I'm gonna guess so.
Is it another is it doeskin tissues?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I'm a little scared though.
Doggone these scratchy tissues. They hurt my nose. They're driving me wild.
You can stay over there, pal. Oh my God!
Oh, okay. What?
Chris. Oh my goodness. Face reveal for Chris Persia.
Oh my goodness. Well, we now know he has a big nose. Oh my goodness. What? That's the most British thing. What?
What?
Just... I don't know.
Yeah.
Try so gentle.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were joking.
I mean, I did like half watch these just to make sure there was nothing like inappropriate that got snuck in there. But I did not remember that this was a doeskin tissue ad.
That is funny.
And I've never heard of doeskin, so I assume they've been bought out a long time ago or they went under, right? Because I've never heard of them.
Okay.
you was gentle enough for my...
Those skin's too tender for doeskin. Women love the gentle softness of doeskin tissues. Baby skin loves doeskin too. And doeskin tissues are stronger. They're more absorbent too. Doeskin gives you
Oh, you know the most
400,
important part.
not 300 tissues.
Yeah. I get more bang for my buck.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Thank you. Thank you.
This might be the most terrifying smile I've ever seen since Phlox. Dear God.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
At least he's wearing a bow tie. He's trying to be snazzy.
That is true. That is true.
Tissue.
No skin's too tender for doeskin.
Buy doeskin tissues.
It's chilly outdoors, but
It's
inside,
chilly in that postcard.
for generations, frosty mornings have seemed warmer with stacks of
Aunt Jemima buckwheats.
right.
I'm gonna go and say it. Not a big fan of stacking the pancakes or waffles. I don't like the stacking of that kind of stuff. Because you can't evenly spread like the butter and the syrup over them if they're stacked.
I hear ya. I hear ya. I mean, I also get it because you don't want to use like one plate per pancake because that's excessive as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hear you. But this is why I used to keep like my little thing of like butter and maple syrup like near me when I was having them, so I could easily add more to get to the next level.
Yep.
And
like-
yes, R.I.P. Aunt Jemima.
Rip. I know, right? Rip.
And Mima buckwheats, deep golden brown with a tang. It's the same today. Men still need a hearty, nourishing breakfast.
And men love.
Okay.
You know, I like pancakes too, but I've never once thought of them as nourishing.
No, hold on. But I gotta I'm gonna see if I can judge just a little bit here. Hold on.
It's the same today. Men still...
So, you know, if you didn't have this stupid way that you have your silverware put out, where for some reason you have a spoon when you have pancakes, you could have just grabbed it on the side by the knife. Also, why do you have a knife? It's a pancake. If you need a knife to cut your pancake, they're overdone and you need to throw them away. I'm just saying. But I also want to see how he cuts this.
Well, I mean, you can use the knife for adding butter.
Yeah, but you know, because look at how fancy this is.
And the spoon might be, and the spoon is probably for his coffee.
Maybe. But I don't know. Like, they have a placemat. You know, they have a butter thing. You know, not fancy, the little butter tray with like the little butter spreader thing on it. Those are fancy.
Yeah. I mean, we have a butter dish, but it's in the
There
shape
we
of
go.
a cat. It's in the shape of a cat.
What? I must have. What? I require this immediately.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture. But yeah, it's our butter dish. It's in the shape of a cat.
See, I used to think, hey, this kitchen's too big. I don't know how we're gonna fit everything in here. But I also like finding cute little kitchen things. So we don't have that problem anymore. So, like, I found a mini deep fryer at Walmart for $13.
Ooh, that's a great deal.
It's a one serving, like, mini deep fryer, and it's amazing.
Okay.
$13.
I must look into this.
I know everyone's doing the air fryer thing at the moment. Honestly, like, if I want something fried, I'm probably gonna put it in, like, I probably would have put it in a pan, like, actually, like, fried it, right? But with the little deep fryer, it's like, it's literally like a serving size. It's perfect, you know? And then I have an oven. So it's like, why do I need an air fryer? You know what I mean? Like, sure, there's things that you can do in an air fryer potentially that you couldn't do other ways, but I don't know.
Oh, Chris. Okay, that's a good. Yes, that is an approved strategy for using a knife and fork with pancakes.
That is different, yeah. Yeah, and you gotta do salted butter, because you gotta get, there's like that salted, like, buttery, you know, kind of with the syrup that makes it, you know, yeah.
Hearty, nourishing breakfast.
Again,
I hate Howie.
No buckwheats can equal that famous Aunt Jemima flavor.
And they're so easy.
Yeah,
there she is.
I'm so happy that you didn't fucking spread that butter out, so it's just melting into one spot. And so you're just gonna have a stupid buttery, like, middle section. Right? And then you didn't spread out the syrup either. So you're just gonna have, like, some dry ass sections of the pancake.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no, just, it doesn't need. I know they're doing the whole thing where it's like, oh, it needs to look pretty, but it's like, if I'm eating this, I'm spreading the butter and the syrup.
Oh God, yeah.
Making sure I get it. There's like a coat.
Yes.
Just, you know.
Easy.
Just pour out Aunt Jemima buckwheat.
I miss
from the
you,
yellow
Aunt
box.
Jemima.
Then
Me too.
add milk. Serve with crisp brown pork sausage or with ham or bacon. Lots of lucky men can have.
I mean,
Aunt
it's kind
Jemima
of up to
buckwheat
you,
soup.
actually. I don't know why we're suggesting things you can. We're telling you things you can add. Like, it's really up to you.
Yeah.
There's plenty of things that go with pancakes.
I'm also confused and why the narrator keeps acting as though only men are eating pancakes.
It's not for you ladies. You're in the kitchen making them to feed the man.
Yeah, but at some point, I'm going to need to refuel, okay? And if I've made if I've gone through the trouble of making them, right? Now, generally speaking, like in my household growing up, like whoever made the food, right? They were like the host, technically, right? So you kind of would do like, the host would make the food, but then the guests would go, right? So like for my parents, it's like, well, even though we lived there, right? They would always let us go first. Mostly also because children are either stupid fast or stupid slow at eating food. And there is like no in between.
That is true. Yeah.
So
slow down, you're gonna choke.
Yeah, so they you know, we'd always go first. Same thing during holidays. Whoever's cooking goes last, generally speaking, because like they're cooking, right? And then the guests usually help with the dishes after, unless you get shooed away, which sometimes, you know, especially if you're at grandma's house, that's how that would work, right? But like,
yeah, and Chris, I completely agree with you. I am tired of all breakfast things saying you can have this with sausage or ham or bacon. Why not and sausage and ham and bacon. That's much better.
I don't know. I think that's a lot of food, though. There's at least 3 pancakes on that stack, and those sausages were not small. Like, how it worked in my house, it was like, you maybe did 2. Because the big pancakes are very filling, right? And usually, like, you would get, like, 2 pancakes, maybe. Generally, it was, like, 1, you know? But there's also, like, fruit. And there's other shit like, hey, I know you're having a starch with like waffles or pancakes or something, but like you might also want toast for some reason, you know?
Why would anyone want toast with a pancake?
I don't know.
That's weird.
You know, sometimes people are a little weird, you know? Or maybe you have someone that's not that big of a pancake fan. They're trying to be nice, you know? Just one of those. But there's always fruit.
Oh, hell yes, Shay. Belgian waffles. That's for the win.
Yeah, that's the mix that I had this morning was Belgian waffle mix.
Nice.
So, yeah. But yeah, it's like, yeah, there's always fruit and there's always some kind of meat, right? But I don't know. Having pancakes by itself
it's too bland.
It's like I need a little bit of something else, right?
Yeah.
You know, maybe fruit. Fruit's always good, you know. Fruit's a good combo, but you also have like meat and stuff. That's always a good savory. So they're good. It's just I'm really
a few sausage links, a few strips of bacon. You know, not too much. Not too much.
Yeah, just a couple. It's like maybe a couple pancakes, a couple like like a banana or like a maybe some like strawberries or something. And like a link or two of sausage, you know. If you want to get really crazy,
oh my goodness,
get like an egg and like wrap it, like make like a taco, like a breakfast taco with it. That you can get really crazy with that. So yeah. So,
but we would need to get Mike involved for that one though.
Probably, but look, he's avoiding the butter. He's just cutting around the butter.
I know, where it's like that's where you get a good chunk of your flavor and moisture with your pancakes.
Yeah, you get the salted.
You put the butter on the pancakes for a reason, pal.
Yeah. And I've always hated how pancakes are displayed with having the butter in the middle like this.
It's like it looks nice for the picture, but no. That's getting. I'm slapping that thing all over that top layer.
Yeah. First of all, if I'm having to put 3 toppings worth on one, all right, I'm getting more butter.
Oh God, yes.
There's more butter happening. Okay.
Yes. See, usually what I'm doing is after I take one off, I start the next one, and then while that one's starting its cooking, I put the syrup and butter on the one that I've already finished, and then I stack
layered.
Yes, that way it's layered. You do. You do.
It can get soggy, and that's gross. Soggy pancakes are gross.
That is very disgusting. Yes. But so you don't want to add too much on that bottom layer.
All right. Interesting.
Yes.
So usually what my dad would do is that he would make up the batter and whatever, and then make the pancake. And be like, okay, here's your pancake, and everybody. Once everyone has a pancake, he would set one aside for him, and then finish cooking up the rest of the batter. And like smaller, but they would always be smaller. So everyone would get like one big one. And then you would have smaller ones because it's like no one's gonna have a second big one, right?
Right. But people will snack on the smaller ones.
Yeah, but then you get like the small like Eggo size ones, you know.
Yeah.
And then he'd use up the rest of it, and then he'd come and enjoyed it with the rest of us. But it's just that's how that made sense to me logically because it's like okay, I want another pancake, but it's like maybe half the size.
Mm-hmm.
And that just makes sense to me.
Okay, that's an interesting way
And
of
then
doing it.
we'd freeze the rest. So, and then you could literally just another reason why he does a smaller one is because then you can pop it like Eggo waffle style into the toaster.
Oh, okay.
If you make them too big, you can't fit them in the toaster.
Right.
So then you have now you've semi meal prepped, and you can just you can literally have a pancake already done very quickly, So I just,
Okay.
kind of made that's how my pancakes is. So I'm looking at this stack of pancake, and it's going against everything I believed in growing up. All right.
These pancakes are everything you're against.
Yes, it's I'm offended.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they were thin. They were never super thick because of the idea of, well, there's there's always other stuff to eat on the table, right? Oh, you can have an egg. You can have an egg with that. Oh, here's, some kind of meat or whatever. Here's some fruit. There's always more food to eat besides just the pancake. So again, this is very bizarre. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
This has triggered me, Josh. The pancakes have triggered me.
The Great Aunt Jemima Wars of 1999.
Best syrup, though, in my opinion. Even though it's called something different now, I still get it because I like I love that syrup. That was always our go-to growing up. I know. It's just nostalgia.
I prefer going to an actual what's it called? A little craft store where they make actual maple syrup, not the highly processed stuff.
I'm fucking sorry that I live in the South and not near, I don't know, the Canadian border, apparently, where you could just access maple syrup at grocery stores like that. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah. Up where my parents live, who live out in New England, there's a chocolate company that also makes maple syrup as well, and it's really good.
Interesting. Oh, a fried egg with pancakes is not bad. Scrambled eggs are a little weird because it's unless you're trying to do, like I said, that kind of that breakfast taco thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like a fried egg is not bad as far as balance. So just saying.
I mean, it's not my favorite combination. Because I mean, usually I prefer if I'm getting something this heavy, like pancakes or eggs. I like those to be the focus point of the meal, of the breakfast.
No, I agree. I'm just saying, I've had a fried egg with your pancake. It's not nearly as weird as I would say toast.
That's really odd. Yeah.
But it's a little weird. But again, it's if you're coming, you're not hosting, right? And on the meal plan for however during I don't know, let's say it's Christmas, right? And the host is doing pancakes, right? Mm-hmm. Having toast on the table is potentially for those who
don't want pancakes. Yeah. If you're making a breakfast buffet kind of thing for like 20 people, then sure, have several different items available. That's fine.
Yeah.
But to have French toast with waffle.
Oh, with pancake? No, that's
it's because they're basically the same thing. Why bother?
Yeah, there's a little bit too much sweetness because generally speaking, for breakfast, there's going to be like a sweet type to the toast, right? Unless you're doing avocado toast, that's a different monster entirely. But like you're going to put jam or jelly on your toast. You're going to it's going to be French toast or cinnamon toast or something like that. Butter on toast for breakfast generally is, you're doing that, but you're eating something else like an egg, like some kind of like an omelet maybe or something. Like butter on toast isn't just like, most people wouldn't just have that unless there was like a big, like that's the side, right? You know what I mean?
Right. Like cereal. Even if it's just something as cereal, you know?
Cereal with anything else, unless it's like a fruit, I think is weird. Like fruit and cereal makes sense, but it's like cereal is by far the star of the show, and there's really no reason you should be making anything other than maybe some fruit. I don't know.
I feel insulted.
What else are you eating with your cereal?
Toast.
Really? So you think toast and cereal is fine, but pancakes and cereal or pancakes and toast is weird?
That is weird, yeah.
Okay. See, I'm going by like the starch and sweetness as like a combo, you know? Like when I think of toast, I'm thinking of plum jelly on my toast. And I'm thinking like a scrambled or fried egg and some bacon or sausage. That's the meal I'm thinking of, literally speaking, when I think of toast happening at breakfast.
So you've never thought of just regular toast with some cereal?
No, because that sounds bizarre to me.
All right.
Interesting. Toast is... Oh, thank you. Somebody... Oh my goodness. You're getting judged.
I am, apparently.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? Let's turn our judgment back to the guy that's eating around his butter. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do that. You know, let's be nice to Josh. He did a lovely opening. Okay, we'll be nice to Josh.
I actually had to put effort into editing this week.
No. There's effort made. Nothing eats a full English. All right. Well, when Loki and I were on our honeymoon, we went to Harry Potter World for breakfast because like our package that we had gotten came with like a free breakfast. Basically, like you'd already paid for it for the most part.
Right.
And he would get the American breakfast and I would get the English breakfast. And I have to say, I never had thought of having like tomato for breakfast. That was an interesting thought. I'd never thought of that. It's kind of awesome now, you know, like having like a tomato, like a big tomato, like cut in half with like some seasonings. That doesn't sound like something you'd find in American breakfast. You'd find like tomatoes and omelets and stuff, but not just like cut in half on the plate.
So what are they serving the tomato with?
It had like some cheese on top, I think.
Really?
I can't remember. Yeah, it was very interesting. I liked it a lot. The sausage was really good. But the sauteed mushrooms with scrambled eggs was like eye-opening to me. Like,
okay.
Mushrooms in your omelet makes sense. But scrambled eggs and mushrooms. Never even thought of that. And it wasn't blood sausage. It was just whatever. Kind of customize it a little bit. I can't remember. Let me see. English breakfast Universal Studios. I'm trying to see if I could get you what was all involved. We've talked a lot about food. I'm blaming Chris. Okay, yeah. So traditional English breakfast is what I got. Fresh scrambled eggs, sausage links, black pudding, English bacon. I always got extra sausage because I found out what English bacon is, and I don't vibe with it.
What's English bacon? How's it
English
different?
bacon, it's how do I describe? It's all right. English bacon versus American bacon. There we go. So American bacon comes from pork belly, while British bacon is cut from the loin. So it's different. It's like a whole different texture.
Okay, so it's a
kinda
different
tastes
cut.
different. It's a different cut. It's
Okay.
just it's different enough to be weird. To I just didn't like
Okay.
Anyway, English bacon, baked beans because it's English.
Right.
Grilled tomato, and that was topped with cheese. Sauteed mushrooms and breakfast potatoes. That was a shit.
Does sound pretty good.
I gotta say, I did not touch the black pudding because it looks suspicious. And the baked beans, I just wasn't really wanting. With all that other stuff, I didn't think baked beans.
I was gonna say this sounds really heavy.
It was very heavy. And then Loki got. I'm trying to see, what did he get? Yeah, the American breakfast. I was right, which is fresh scrambled eggs, breakfast potatoes, crisp bacon, link sausage with a butter croissant. So.
Oh hell yes, that sounds like a perfect breakfast to me.
Yeah, so that was his. I got the English one just because that sounded.
You wanted to try it.
Yeah, and it was absolutely delicious. So, black pudding is congealed blood, so that's why it looks suspicious. Okay.
Ah.
All right.
Okay. Back to Aunt Jemima now.
Anyway, going back to that, but yeah, just to explain.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a grilled tomato with some cheese on top. It was very good. It was like one of those bigger tomatoes that you can get, like on the vine stuff. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just cut it in. Yeah, great. Highly recommend.
Okay.
Tomorrow, they only ask for them.
Men, ask for Aunt Jemima buckwheat pancakes.
Specifically, the men asked for this.
Yeah, there's different things. We've come across sexism in these before, and it's always funny. This is bizarre to me. I had no idea.
This
that
is kind of bizarre.
Pancakes was like considered a male-only thing. Oh, it was like it wasn't Parmesan. It was something like Parmesan though. It was like lightly grated on top, and it was grilled. It was good. So, I don't know how I was supposed to eat it. I don't know if I was supposed to take a spoon and kind of dive in there like it's like a French onion soup. I just started eating it like I, just kind of picked it up with my hands and just started eating it. Yeah, no. Anyway.
Good.
Very bizarre.
Here
Okay.
comes the ultra-luxurious and practical
Bye.
new Plymouth Suburban.
God,
What a
that
wagon.
thing's huge.
It actually seats 9 people in absolute comfort.
Oh my
You can-
god!
Fuck off. Absolute comfort. No.
It's a clown car.
That's exactly what I was thinking of too. There is no way those people were How far did they go? 2 miles? Can you imagine an 8-hour road trip?
Oh god, that'd be a nightmare.
No. Absolutely not.
I mean, yeah, it's the 50s. The cars were built more like boats back then, but no.
Yeah.
Almost like a private bus built that's bigger than the new Plymouth. Now, not just in the low price 3, we mean all station wagons. Low price, medium price, right on up to the so-called big luxury wagons. You just can't buy.
Why is it so called luxury?
It has an asterisk next to it.
Why is it so called luxury, buddy?
I don't know.
Also, I love that this is it's supposed to look like a park, but they're clearly in a studio.
Very obviously a studio because those clouds ain't moving in that waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Like, what is this? The Rainforest Cafe? What other place do you just roll up in and just there's a waterfall over there? Just sad.
Willy Wonka's
Where?
factory.
Also, this is a walking path.
Yes.
So, I don't even think you're allowed to park here.
At any price. Oh, hi, Nancy. Say, how did you enjoy your first ride in the new Plymouth Suburban?
I hated it. There's no room.
In the observation.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no room.
With all those people, it's kind of a nightmare, and I was groped all over.
Oh my goodness.
You can sit back in real comfort and enjoy the scenery passing by.
Yeah, if there's no one else in that back seat, but when there's 9 people.
Are seatbelts not a thing at this point?
They might be a thing, but they were not. They would not have been mandatory in the 1950s.
Oh, look! He's decided to make y'all more hungry. You're welcome.
Wait, dipped in milk? Don't you? Would you cut? Would you then like fry it or?
No, cut in strips and then dipped in milk.
And then that's it?
Well, you eat it.
Well, I don't know.
So,
It's
okay,
like
cinnamon toast. So cinnamon toast, but you cut it into strips.
Okay.
And you can dip it in milk, or you can drink the milk. One of the two.
You see, when you dip something in milk, to me, that's like there's then another step that you have to do. It doesn't sound like it's done yet.
Oreos.
I mean, that's fair. But an Oreo can also be enjoyed without milk.
No.
Unlike what Loki's describing here. Like when you dip it in milk, it sounds like you should be ready to like do something else next.
No. Just like you have to eat Oreos with milk. But at least that's what my brain has taught me. My brain has taught me I have to, if I want Oreos, I have to have milk. There is no option.
See, I'm with Chris. Doing that with French toast sounds much better.
Don't give it. Chris, you're not helping. What am I going to do with y'all?
And Jack, these convenient steps make it easy as pie to get in and out.
Absolutely not.
That's such a small toe grab.
No, I'm just talking about look at how big she is. Look at how small those seats are.
Yeah.
Look at how low that ceiling is.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so you have to like sit down like cross-legged pretty much, like which is fine for a short trip, but if you're like on the road for several hours, that'd get excruciating.
Also, there is no room for packing anything because there's 2 seats in your trunk.
Well, if this is a hatchback, those can fold over.
I know, but if you need all of them.
True.
Oh, wonderful. Say, Nancy, let's show how easily these seats fold down and out of the way. Would you help me, please?
Oh, so there you go.
You get the front ones and I'll get these. You just take this one, fold it down. The back folds down here. There you are. Nothing to it. Just as simple as that and as easy. There you have over 10 feet of cargo floor length. Why, that's enough to carry even the bulkiest freight.
Or 10 feet.
I mean, that's decent for like luggage and stuff, but if you need to like haul something, that's not a big window to put something in. Like
Pickup, probably.
Yeah. Because like if you have to move like furniture, a bookcase, that's about it. Like a chair's not fitting in there.
Yeah.
or enough room for luggage for a 3-week motor trip.
Yes, now watch this Plymouth Suburban magic. You close the
Oh.
tailgate, put the key in the lock, and up comes the window. There's also a button inside which controls the window, and another on the dash panel up there for the driver's convenience.
And for extra family safety, the window locks securely from the inside. Well, see you later, Jack.
Okay, Nancy, have a nice picnic.
Bye, Nancy.
Folks are just...
Oh, bye. Yeah.
We'll just leave you with. We'll just leave this talking stranger as we go on our picnic. We'll just leave this man talking about our car to apparently nobody.
Yeah.
There are just so many new features to talk.
She came back just to like show that you can sit down in the back seat and that's it.
Oh yes.
Well, she also folded down the one half of the chairs. Okay.
To talk Plymouth Suburban that you wonder how such a big, smooth-looking, smooth-riding wagon can be included in the low-price field. But it is. It definitely is. Believe me when I say you just can't buy a bigger station wagon anywhere at any price than the new Plymouth Suburban. Well, that's worth repeating. And so I said, you just can't buy a bigger station wagon anywhere at any price than the new Plymouth Suburban.
So I can buy that for any price. So $5.
A cookie.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, sure.
And drive the new Plymouth Suburban tomorrow at your Plymouth dealer.
Oh, that was a clip from the Danny Thomas show.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
For half a century, dairymen have tried to capture in cans the flavor of pure, fresh milk. And now Foremost has discovered the secret with an evaporated milk that's closest by far to fresh milk itself.
Kind of hard to believe, isn't it? And
so I got to ask, evaporated milk, is it just an empty can?
No, it's basically powder.
No, I know that was
yeah.
It's evaporated, so
yeah. I got it. I got it. But no, I mean I've had evaporated milk, and it in no way ever tastes like milk. It tastes disgusting.
It doesn't sound good.
It doesn't. No.
Milk that doesn't have that old-fashioned evaporated and you can prove it. You know how most evaporated milks taste in coffee. The flavor goes flat. But try Foremost. You'll see it's white, the way milk ought to look, not drab tan like other brands. And when you taste it, well, if you're anything like me, you'll never even know it isn't pure, fresh cream. You try it and see. That's Foremost.
I don't have to take your word on this because I'm calling bullshit right now.
Remember, your family gets the most from Foremost.
Ah, Foremost. Everyone's favorite half and half company.
Yeah, definitely.
Where I got these ads, it was for companies that no longer exist. By the way, well. That's where I found them. So it's like I've never heard of Foremost. Oh, yeah, their milk is so good they went out of business.
So, yeah, I mean, you know.
And why is this car like on an old Western set?
I don't know.
Excuse me, sir. I was just going to put a penny in the meter. I just came back over here to put the penny in.
How the hell are you parked?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
One, you're not at the meter. And two, he's at an angle, so like the tail section of his car is out in the street. The real question is, are these cars using double eagle tires?
That's exactly what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah. I do like the white walls, though. Those do look slick.
Yep, I'm always a fan of the white walls. Always.
it was put a penny in the meter, officer. Right.
A penny in the meter?
Model and
Oh my goodness.
That's a little dated now.
I've seen these beauties on the street before, but this is the first chance I've had to get close up to one. Would you mind if I step in just for a minute? Oh, no.
What?
Yes, officer. Go right ahead, sir. This is all right. The steering wheel's just right.
Sure, you can go into my car, officer.
All
right.
This baby handles like a sports car.
Yeah,
sir.
sure.
No
Thanks,
lean
man,
on the
I
turns,
guess.
no bounce on
Oh,
the rough
Chris,
road.
you're right.
Officer,
They don't need double eagle
baby
tires because
go
it's a guy driving.
within
That's
the
right.
speed limit, of course. What about the brakes? Perfect. Just
I mean,
perfect.
I thought that one was
Plymouth has
busted.
those new
Yeah.
total contact brakes that give you a safe, sure stop every time.
Instead of
Man,
kicking and screaming
That's
like my
your
wife.
all right. Thank
Oh
you very
my
much.
goodness.
Pleasure, sir. Anytime, officer. Oh, I just happened to notice you've run out of time on your meter. I'd hate to give you a ticket. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, right. Yes, sir. I was just why.
Sir, calm down.
He's clearly letting you off, buddy. I mean, you showed him your car, so he's letting you go. All right.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
Why? Yes, sir. I was.
I'm really glad he didn't
Attention, all
find the
you
dead
TV
body in the
nuts.
trunk.
Don't ever get into an argument with a cameraman. Look what happened.
Okay.
Okay.
All because of a slight difference of opinion between me and the cameraman about berries for breakfast.
Okay.
Damn it, they're making me laugh, Josh.
All right.
That's not fair.
I mean, you do need to take into account back then, cameras were huge, so it took effort to do these kind of gags.
True.
Berries with half and half. Now cut that out. He likes raspberries with half and half. Well, anyway, you can see we agree on one thing. We both want plenty of Golden State half and half. Yes, Golden State's bountiful blend of rich milk and thick farm cream just makes those berries bubble with delight. And at the price Golden State half and half sells for, this is a mighty economical way to treat your taste buds to a royal rich. So, with the berries of your choice, season by season, all year round, make your choice Golden State half and half. Just sunbursting with rich, delicious flavor.
Who just pours? Who just pours half and half onto some berries and just eats it that way? Who does that?
I don't know.
I mean, berries go with a lot of different things, but I've never heard of just having berries with half and half. That's just odd to me. I'd rather just eat the berries plain. Why do that?
I have no idea.
Because, I mean, I pretty much only use half and half if it's required for cooking or in my coffee, and that's about it.
Yeah. Or like drinks. Like making drinks sometimes it calls for half and half.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do that. But most of the time I'll just end up they're just like, well, if you don't want to use half and half, you can use blah 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 instead.
Yeah. But who just uses half and half to pour over their berries and then just eats them that way?
I don't know. What a strange time.
See, Chris has the right idea. Yeah, just use the half and half to make it whipped cream, and then you put it on top of the berries. That makes way more sense.
You know what? He's right.
Yeah. Yeah, adding whipped cream to berries, sure, I've done that, but just half and half? That's so weird.
That is weird. I don't understand.
In the spring, a young man's fancy lightly turns to thoughts of a new Plymouth convertible.
Wah.
No wonder, for just look at this long, low, lean, excitingly styled automobile.
Oh my.
You just want to get in this car and go. And how this car does go. Like all Plymouth models, the convertible handles like a sports car and gives you all the roominess and comfort of the most costly custom cars. Under the hood is the power for safety of the Fury engine, the most durable, most economical V8 in its field. And with Plymouth's revolutionary torsionaire ride, you...
Are they on the same set, just in like the camera's pointed in a different direction? I swear we're over here instead of being over here now.
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably the same studio, yeah.
You float to the road without bounce, roll, or sway. With the dependable
God, look how
stopping
big that
power
car
of
is.
Plymouth's total
Look
compact.
how far apart they are. It's like the dinner table in Citizen Kane. They're just so far apart.
Yeah, what the hell?
You know, my grandpa had a pickup that he bought in the, like, I think it was like a 1961 like Ford pickup, and he had that thing up until his passing. And I've driven that truck. It was like a boat. It was like you just kind of point the steering wheel in the general direction you're going, and you just kind of hope you stay in your lane. It was amazing to drive. So yeah, cars back then were interesting.
Damn. See, I like smaller cars for the most part.
I mean, this was an
can't
average
imagine.
car back then.
No, I know. I can't imagine having a big car like this.
Well, I mean, also keep in mind, these cars didn't have, the power brakes, the power steering, or anything like that. So, I mean, the reason why the whole women can't drive thing became a meme was because back then it required some muscle to drive a car. It just did.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And only portable can you ride in the open air with the sky alone as your ceiling. Step into your Plymouth dealers tomorrow and step out in a flashing new Plymouth
And don't get the
convertible
cameraman's
for
shadow on the grill.
1967.
No, we have to.
Menthol mist.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
New Oasis filter cigarettes with soothing menthol mist.
Afternoon Discord and Delight does not condone the contents of this ad.
I don't condone any of the contents or any of the ads we're showing.
Just, man, you literally don't see commercials for cigarettes anymore.
Yep.
And I've never heard of Oasis. I don't even know if I don't think they're still around.
You said that none of these.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Menthol mist does more for you. Improves the flavor, too.
Smokers who know now smoke the big O.
Lung cancer will kill us all.
Yeah, see, they have to ride the horse because they can't run anymore.
They can't walk anymore.
The Oasis filter works just right. Easy drawing and pure white.
Which is very important in the 50s for no apparent reason.
Yeah, none at all.
None at all.
Smokers who know now smoke the big O. Smokers who know now smoke the big O. For fresh smoke each and every light. The Oasis box is flavored tight.
Ah, yes, the flavor of tar. Excellent. Set on fire.
Yeah.
Do like it.
Smokers who know now smoke the big O. Smokers who know now smoke the big O.
You're really close to the shore there, pal.
Oasis, smoke the big O.
Oasis, the freshest new taste in smoking.
Lung cancer not associated with this product.
Ah, finally, a woman in the kitchen where she belongs. I was getting worried.
I know, the last woman we saw was in a car, out enjoying
and on
herself.
a horse. Like,
yeah,
they're just out in the world touching grass and shit. That's not allowed.
Yes. Where is the homemaker? A proper
Also,
place.
Gotta love that the sun is coming in and you only have half the window covered. It's good. It's a good job.
I don't really understand the half blind thing. That is weird.
It makes sense if this window never has direct sunlight coming through to it, you know? And you kind of want to be able to spy, but you also want to be able to duck down. You know, that makes sense to me.
Okay.
But, you know, if you have the full force of the sun coming through your window,
right,
you get a full curtain.
Yeah.
At least have this half on top. Because then you could
that I could understand. I can understand having like the half a curtain up top. That makes some sense to me.
Yeah, that's what our kitchen has. You know, just what's it called? It starts with a B. It's just the top part. Because you have like an actual proper curtain, but then you have like the top half. It starts with a B. What is it called? Now I have to do research. Marvel.
I don't know.
Okay. I'm trying to think. That only covered the yeah. A Valance. Valance. VALANCE.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of those. All right.
Wash days are going to be different.
Liquid detergent for family wash. New blue liquid whisk that you can prove gets all the family wash really clean.
You can prove it next wash day because Whisk not only does the easy jobs you expect a detergent to do, Whisk also does the tough jobs that laundry powders can't touch.
Next wash day, prove it yourself on tough stains like this. After wetting with water, apply a little whisk directly on it. The rest goes into the washer. Rub in the whisk gently and pop it in with the rest of the wash. Because liquid whisk does this tough job so well, you can trust Whisk to get all your wash really clean. A whiter, brighter, sweeter smelling wash. Prove it on your toughest problem. Don't just wash it and wash it and wash it.
And still not get it clean.
Now you can whisk it once and get it spotless.
Well, you should be soaking it first anyway. Like really bad stained shit should, like, as soon as you can, be soaked.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I also have Shout now, so you soak it, you put Shout on it. They don't have Shout, obviously, this is a different product, but you soak it, then you take it out, you put Shout on it, you do like the, you kind of rub it, and then you put more on it. And then you put even more on it because I'm really, I don't want to have to rewash it. And then you put a layer of Shout on top of the entire thing of laundry that you're about to do. Like that's actually going to do anything. But it makes you feel better. Just say.
Yeah.
New blue.
Not that I would expect you to understand as a male, okay, Josh. Because laundry is obviously for the.
I mean, that is in the woman's domain, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just saying.
Liquid whisk today.
Ah.
Liquid whisk today.
Oh.
Sir, stop immediately and go. Just.
You dare question Tappy?
I will question Tappy. Holy shit. What is happening?
Real
What the
tap
fuck?
flavor now at bottom can.
What?
Inside of tap water beer. For hundreds of years, beer.
What?
Okay. Tappy was absolutely nuking himself on stage by not even remotely understanding how to play the cello. But then a man comes out of his cello and is like, "Hey, do you know what would make this better? A beer. Here you go."
I mean, I get the name now.
Yeah.
Hundreds of years, beer from taps like these has been the choice of people who like.
Okay, no, I don't even like beer, and I'm gonna already call a party foul. Look at this. Hold on.
For hundreds of years, beer from taps like
Yeah, you don't do, you don't pour it that way.
Stop. In fact, you should have stopped at least 2 seconds before. Maybe, at least 1 second, maybe 2. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
This is how the beer should go out to the customer.
Yes.
You're still pouring. So you either have an overly foamy batch, which basically means you need to change out the keg, or your cooling system's fucked, and you're about to serve warm beer. Okay.
Yep.
Or you're about to make a giant mess, which actually you're probably going to do anyway.
Yeah. So. And he's also not holding the glass at an angle either, or the mug. You're supposed to hold it at a slight angle, so you get more liquid.
Yeah.
Beer from taps like these has been the choice of people who like to enjoy the best. Now at last,
there we go.
Pure foam
has been captured in bottles and cans. Here's the beer you've been thirsting for, with real tap beer flavor that makes Eastside Old Tap Lager beer. Tried it yet?
Tap, tap, tap for real tap flavor. Eastside Old Tap Lager beer.
Uh-huh. Real tap flavor now in bottles and cans.
Eastside Old Tap Lager beer.
Well, okay. Why? Why the cartoon banned to advertise your beer?
I don't know, but again, I don't like beer. I've never been able to find one that I even remotely. The closest thing to beer that I like is a Mike's Hard Lemonade. Okay? That's the closest thing I've gotten. And even I know that there's a lot of incorrect things happening. All right.
I mean, I'm not a huge beer drinker, but I do like I like the Koof beer.
That isn't beer. Yeah, that was part of the joke, Mary.
Yeah.
The closest thing I've gotten to beer is Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah, I do like the Koof beer. If I'm having like very like spicy food, it's really good. Corona's really good with that. And then
I like milk with spicy food just because it kills it, So I can eat more.
I mean, true. And then I also do like a Sam Adams, but I'm not a huge beer drinker.
I'm not a big alcohol drinker, pretty much like period.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I had something to drink was St. Patrick's Day for obvious reasons. I don't know, just not a big alcohol drinker.
I'm not either, to be honest. Last time I had a drink was I think Becky and I had some wine on Valentine's Day. And I think that's the last time I had anything to drink. I don't tend to drink alcohol that often.
Yeah, no.
God, no. I had one sip of Budweiser a long time ago and was like, this is the most vile thing I've ever had. It's absolutely disgusting. So I've never looked at any Bud product since. And I've never tried Dos Equis. I've never tried the most exciting man in the world.
My dad's not really that picky when it comes to beer. At least he used to not be.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gotten slightly more picky now. But yeah, I'm not. I've tried pretty much every beer that my dad has had. I have tried it. Just to, hey, can I try? Sure. Ugh, bleh, tastes awful. Like it just every time. Now some taste worse than others, obviously, and I can't remember. There was one that was only mildly offensive, and I can't remember what it was. But it was still offensive. You're having margaritas?
Ooh, see, I like a good margarita.
Yeah, I like fruity drinks. I like me a good fruity drink. It is so refreshing, particularly in the summer. It's just like I like me a good fruity drink. Like particularly like, hey, if it's like a lemonade, generally speaking, it's hard to go wrong with some kind of like lemonade, like freshly made, right? The teas, spiked teas are a little bit more complicated, but generally speaking, fruity alcoholic drinks are the way to go. Unless you're trying to do like a dessert. So like a dessert one is going to have like more chocolatey, vanilla-y, kind of roots.
Yeah, I remember I once tried like it was an Irish hot chocolate, and it was okay.
Oh, you know what I tried? A frozen hot chocolate. Now that sounds odd, but it's delicious.
Okay.
It's basically just like the Frappuccino version of a hot chocolate, but it's just hot chocolate.
Right.
It's the best way to describe it. That is magical. So, all right, the woman's in the kitchen again.
Yes.
Along, and I say thank goodness.
For Family Wash, new blue liquid whisk that you can prove gets all the family wash really clean.
You can prove it next
They underlined it, so you know it's true.
Whisk not only does the easy jobs you expect the detergent to do, Whisk also does the tough jobs that laundry powders can't touch.
Next wash day.
Well, I didn't see any stains, so just saying.
Yeah. Prove it yourself on a tough problem like this ground-in grime. After wetting with water, apply a little whisk directly on it. The rest goes into the washer. Rub in the whisk gently and pop it in with the rest of the wash. Now look, really clean. Because liquid whisk does this tough job so well, you can trust Whisk to get all your wash really clean. And a really clean wash is a white...
I'm just not putting my, white shirt and my white sheets with the jeans that are obviously work pants. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, say that she did the colors first. So they've already been hanging up there when she put out the whites.
I do hope so.
But man, I'm so glad I live in the age of a washer dryer.
Yeah.
Because I mean, doing the clothesline thing is a pain in the ass.
Yeah. I can't imagine having to put it out on, a line like that. Especially in Houston, dude, our humidity, man. I can't it's not drying, so I don't
I mean, I do remember as a kid, our dryer broke, and so we had a month before we were able to get it replaced, and so my mom did a clothesline for the wash, and yeah, it's a little awkward. It's kind of a hassle.
Well, I remember in college when anybody who's had one of those washaterias in your college, you'll understand what I mean by this. So you have it's always the stupidest, cheapest washers and dryers, right? For a bigger dorm, but like depending on what dorm you go in, depends. So like in freshman year, I had 2 different dorms. One of them you actually had to pay money to use, which I thought was crazy.
That's
located in the dorm.
That's a pain.
So in the dorm, it's literally in the dorm, and they're trying. Like that was a crazy moment, right? But then when I went my second dorm, my freshman year, was crazy, but for different reasons. So they had a washer and dryer per floor, which sounds great in theory.
In theory, yeah.
They had 2 washers and an industrial-sized dryer.
So people could wash their sheets and stuff too.
Yeah.
But then everybody's using the industrial dryer, so it takes forever.
Yeah. So 2 washers, 1 dryer. But the dryer's really big. And I see the logic behind it, right? Okay, so you get twice as much done twice as fast. No.
Not for an entire floor.
Not for a whole floor. Now, to be fair, it was a tiny dorm, but still. And then, you move on to basically what was the rest of my time, which was, hey, do you want to sleep in on Saturday? No, you don't. Because if you don't get up at 6 a.m. on Saturday, you're going to have to deal with the idiots doing laundry. Okay, which basically means they stick their shit in the washer.
And then forget about it.
Never come back. And then half the washers, or at least a third of the washers, are broken.
Oh,
and
nice.
So you have the table of shame, which is I am sick and tired of waiting for you to come get.
I'm taking your clothes out of the washer, just putting them there.
Yes. So instead of that being the folding table, that is the table of shame. Okay.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Good fucking luck. All right. The table of shame was shared between, hey, you assholes.
4 different people. Yeah.
Well, no, not just that, but they could be wet or they could be dry because these people would also leave them in the dryer. And
there's only the one dryer, right?
No. In this, they actually had multiple, but the dryers are so awful that you have to basically use them twice in order for them, especially if you're doing towels. Towels.
Yeah.
You got to use it twice.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that being the case at before we bought this house that had a washer dryer. My wife and I had to go to a laundromat, and the dryers always were like that. Like when we were doing towels, it's like, okay, put them through the cycle longest possible time, and then have to do it again because they are not dry.
Yep, but your other thing that the thing you had already started before you realized that, hey, once again, because sometimes it would work, sometimes it would go all the way, and then other times it wouldn't, and so it was just a crapshoot.
Yeah.
You had no idea, and you could use the exact same dryer, and you would have different results.
Mm-hmm.
And so you stick it in, and there was one point where there were so few dryers that were actually properly working that I just brought my clothes back to my dorm room. And my dorm room, I just started hanging it. So I put everything on hangers, and I just started hanging it up everywhere.
And you just let them air dry?
I just let them air dry that way.
Okay.
So I hung some in my closet, obviously, on the back of chairs, all that kind of stuff. So it's just, super fun. So you had to get up early. You had to just accept your fate that Saturday you're getting your butt up early. Because if you don't, the idea is everyone else, but like there's very few people that are doing this. So you want to try to go ahead and get a start before the morons that wake up at like 11 come down here to do their laundry. Mm-hmm. So I either did it on Saturday or Sunday, one of the two. Yeah.
Right.
Just so annoying. College time. Anyway, that was a total tangent. Moving on.
Yep.
Whiter, sweeter smelling wash.
Prove it on your toughest problem. Don't just wash it and wash it and wash it.
And still not get it clean.
Now you can whisk it once and get it spotless. So get new Blue Liquid Whisk today.
Take a big dip, a big dip, a big dip so good to eat.
I'll say it is. This creamy dessert tastes so rich, yet it's so low in calories, you can enjoy seconds, even thirds.
It's Big Dip.
The ice milk treat by Golden State that makes it fun to watch your weight. Take special treats like this. Here we've topped cantaloupe with Big Dip. The whole dessert's just about 137 calories.
Ice cream with
and
cantaloupe?
These frosty sodas are Big Dip teamed with a low-calorie soft drink.
What?
This is a bizarre ice cream ad.
Yeah.
Okay, a soda float. All right. Ice cream with cantaloupe. That's some odd mix.
Yes, it is.
I mean, ice cream can go with multiple different kinds of fruit, but I've never heard cantaloupe.
Yeah,
Drink.
it's a weird fruit.
Only 115 calories. Big Dip's wonderful by itself, too. Youngsters love it, and it doesn't spoil their appetite for meals. Costs less than 5
Bullshit.
cents a serving. So
That's a lie.
And he just left the ice cream container out. He didn't put it back in the freezer, the jerk.
Yeah.
So flavors on hand. Then you can
Take a big dip, a big dip, a big dip so good to eat.
remember, your family gets the most from Golden State. There.
Smoke the Big O. Oasis. New Oasis
Oh
filter
my
cigarettes
God.
with soothing menthol mist.
Menthol mist, so mild, so light, makes every puff a smooth delight. Smokers who know, now smoke the Big O. Smokers who know, now smoke the Big O.
Oasis. The filter's pure white. The box, flavor tight.
Smokers
It's
who
so
know,
smooth and
now smoke the Big O.
refreshing.
Smokers who know, now smoke the Big O. Oh, flavor, oh, freshness, Oasis. Smoke the Big O.
Oasis, the freshest new taste in smoking. Oasis.
Up here in the north, where the ice is thick, the winter lasts a year, it would make you sick. The only fun we have when the chill winds blow is the pleasure that we get when we smoke the Big O.
Smokers who know,
Oh my God.
Smokers who know, now smoke the Big O.
Don't let the winter get
Dude, your
you down.
igloo looks like shit.
Here's the sure way to get rid
Yeah.
of that frown. Throw on your parka and wade through the snow and tell your dealer that you want the Big O.
Smokers who know, now smoke the Big O. Smokers who know, now smoke the Big O.
So it's called Oasis.
Right? So, well, let's do an ad where we're in the Arctic. Makes
Okay.
total sense.
All right. Just curious.
Oh, so I'm glad Santa has a place to buy tobacco. That's nice to know. You don't see that in Rudolph Shiny New Year.
I don't remember that. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
I didn't know they had ice cream ever.
I remember them having ice cream, but I don't remember them having an ice cream machine there. I don't know. I mean, that might have been that could have been your local franchise, Chris, because like I don't recall Pizza Hut having an ice cream machine.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I had no idea. Oh. Well, that might be the case. A lot of weird shit in Australia. I don't know.
True. That is true.
It was when Eric used to dine in. Oh.
Okay. That might have been an Australia thing then, because I don't ever remember seeing that here at a Pizza Hut in the States.
No. No, I don't think that was ever a thing in the United States. Or at least not in my time.
Yes, give your taste a break. Smoke the Big
Oh, I forgot we were live.
Oasis filter cigarettes
Oh my
with
goodness.
soothing menthol mist. The freshest new taste in smoking. You see, menthol mist makes the Big O's
It goes out so smooth.
while you smoke. And that wonderful Oasis freshness stays with you long after smoking, too. Oasis Filter Pure White. Box, flavor tight. Flavor tight to seal in all of the Big O's wonderful freshness and aroma. Tomorrow, give your taste a break with the Big O. New Oasis Filter cigarettes. The freshest new taste in smoking.
All right. Cheer on that oxygen tank you'll need in 30 years.
Oh my goodness.
Internet sponsor, the Quaker Oats Company. Now, a word about one of their many fine products, Aunt Jemima Pancake Mix. Aunt Jemima's. So tender. So
Oh my God, that's way too much syrup.
something about Aunt Jemima.
Sir.
And it's
When I was-
when it's swimming like that. Ugh.
Can they not figure out how much syrup they need?
I mean, that's way too much.
Yeah.
Jemima.
Peg, these are terrific. What's the secret?
Why are we
down from
eating
generation-
breakfast in here?
Look at this tiny table. This is like a small gathering living room thing. You're serving breakfast?
It's like a den.
Yeah.
Right? Or something. This is not come on. If you live in a house, most likely you're gonna have some kind of table to eat on. Okay?
Yeah. Especially when you have company over. This is just like, I mean, if you make a meal and you decide, screw it, I just want to sit on the sofa and watch TV. I'm not going to go to the dining room. Sure, you can have your plate right there on your lap. That's your decision. When you have company over, you can't do this.
No.
Handed down from generation to generation, from father to son.
By Aunt Jemima. The secret is out. Well, I ought to know Aunt
Oh my
Jemima.
goodness, are there women eating pancakes in this?
Yeah, I thought that was a men only thing.
Yeah, what the hell?
What?
It's not allowed.
I know, Ram Bam. That was
raised-
Death by Maple Syrup is a great name for what we witnessed there. That was way too much.
Way too much.
Again, you want to make sure that you put enough on the pancake that it can absorb it, but to make it nice and moist, but not where it's like swimming in it. Ugh. Then it's you have fried bread particles in your maple syrup.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Blech. Too much.
Yeah.
Braised on them.
Say, and I love the way the sausage is right in the pancake. Isn't it good? And it's so easy.
Yes, simple and delicious.
Yes,
Just
She figured it out well before McDonald's did.
Yeah, apparently.
Shake up a batch of Aunt Jemima's, then pour the batter on the griddle.
Yes.
And sprinkle with drained sausage meat. You know, more people have flipped over Aunt Jemima's.
That's not a bad idea.
No, that's not a bad idea at all. I'd be willing to try that.
Interesting. Ground up yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of chocolate chips in my waffles and pancakes, you know.
Yeah.
Never thought about putting meat in there.
Yeah, a sausage pancake. Interesting. I'm willing to try that.
Ooh, I bet like if you got some bacon and you crumbled it up.
Yep.
I think that would look really good. Yeah. Especially like bacon tastes pretty good with maple syrup.
It does.
So that actually would work out really well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The other pancakes in the world.
I think I might have come up with a new waffle Loki special.
Light, tender, and Jemima.
Way too much syrup.
If you like pancakes,
It is.
then sure
And
as
it's
shaking.
really, really thick syrup too.
It is. Like the thicker the syrup is, you can use less of it.
Yeah.
Because because it doesn't take as much to get absorbed by the pancake.
Yeah.
And they're Aunt Jemima's. Gosh, Buffalo Bob, look.
Oh my God! Why?
Hi, howdy doody. Okay.
What in the hell?
I mean, this was that's Howdy Doody. He was one of the biggest children's entertainment shows of the time.
I believe you. Oh.
Look where we are on Howdy Doody action picture rings, free in packages of Nabisco Wheat Honeys and Rice Honeys. They fit any finger, and when you move your hand, the action pictures seem to come alive. Buffalo Bee shoots his guns. Chief Thunderthud does a war dance.
Oh my God.
Mr.
Oh my
Bluster,
goodness.
the Flubadub. 8 colorful plastic rings, and there's one for you free inside every specially marked package of Nabisco Wheat Honeys and Nabisco Rice Honeys. The cereals kids love because Nabisco Rice Honeys are made
There's cereal coming out. There you go.
Wheat Honeys, too. Tiny puffs of rice or wheat. Flavored with real honey. Topped with luscious fruit and milk. They're great for breakfast. Or for snacks anytime, right out of the package. Remember, start collecting your Howdy Doody action rings today. Get one free inside every package of Nabisco Wheat Honeys and Nabisco Rice Honeys.
Nice place here, son. What's your
Be shame if something happened to
it.
her.
Good cars for use in...
Use is bad English, son. The word is you-all. As in, you all sell automobiles at the Chevrolet dealer's OK sign. Okay?
Yes, sir. And you'll find practically all makes and models.
Why
You'll
is
get a car
Colonel
with
Sanders
plenty of
selling
new car miles
cars?
still in it. A fine car for use.
Yeah, there's that word use again, son.
Well, sir, the cars with the OK on them have so much use still in them, it's not fair to call them used cars.
Call them you-all cars, son. Because they're ideal cars for you-all.
And there's a very good reason for you all to look for this OK sign right now. Your Chevrolet dealer's been selling new 60 Chevys at such a clip, he's got a whole lot full of fine used cars. And they're going at low, low prices. So head for this
I would hope so. It's a used car. It better be cheaper.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, used vehicles.
Yeah, what the...
I'm sorry, Chris, you've never added syrup to bacon? Maple syrup on bacon's great.
So next time you have like pancakes or waffles, make up some bacon and kind of dip it in a little bit.
Yeah, you can just test it that way.
Yeah. No, not related to Loki. That's funny. Or you do it that way. That's another option. But I usually I don't like that much with it, you know.
That is another way of doing it, yeah. I mean, Chris, I can understand wanting to keep bacon sacred. I get it. But maple syrup on bacon is not bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, I bet these kids are going to use the perfect amount of maple syrup on whatever they're pouring it on. It won't be just this horrible mess.
Definitely.
Aunt Jemima pancakes without her syrup is like the spring without the fall.
Oh, okay, pal, calm down.
There's only one thing worse in this universe. That's no Aunt Jemima's at all.
Aunt Jemima's without Aunt Jemima syrup?
That's ridiculous.
You know what? I kind of liked that.
That was kind of cute. That was pretty cute.
And I'm pretty sure was that the first ad we saw that was in color?
Oh, hold on.
I don't recall seeing another one in color up until that one.
Yep, that's the closest thing to color that we got, I think. Kinda. I mean, it is sepia. That's kind of color.
It's like the spring without the fall.
Okay, she's just dipping it in the maple syrup and drinking it. That's a bit much.
Yeah.
Aunt Jemima's without Aunt Jemima syrup?
That's ridiculous.
Good line read, kid. That's good.
I appreciate that.
Very good.
Ring around the collar. Ring around the collar.
Those dirty rings. You try soaking them out and scrubbing them out, and you can still get
Ring around the collar.
What the hell are you putting on that? What?
Okay.
I just have questions.
Now try Whisk. Whisk sinks right into the dirt, starts to clean before you start to wash, gets even permanent press fabrics beautifully clean. You won't hear ring around the collar with Whisk.
Gee, you smell great. Ooh, and your skin feels,
It's so rough and icky.
Tough luck, dear.
What?
I was making a joke and he's just leaving. Okay. I was just making a joke. All right.
What the hell?
But just smelling good isn't good enough. Your deodorant bar should be Phase 3, the only deodorant bar you can get with cream in it to make your skin feel soft and smooth.
Just put on lotion.
So it's a
lotion
moisturizing. So it's a moisturizing deodorant, basically.
Yeah.
Or
I get.
Or how about just a soap that has moisturizer?
Or what we could also be doing is just moisturizing our skin with lotion.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my goodness.
Now let's see what difference Phase 3 makes.
You smell great, and your skin is so soft and smooth.
It's getting late. You'd better go.
See what it is?
Damn.
Oh, blue balled.
Dismissed.
He's
Phase
in the
3
friend zone.
Rip.
Ring around the collar. Ring around the collar.
How did you miss that? Also, you've ironed into it. It's fucked. You're done. You can't undo that.
Yeah. No. You need to clean it before you iron it.
You're not even really supposed to let it dry.
Yeah. Yeah, and you don't want to put the hot iron on the cloth completely uncovered. You usually have like, a pad on top of it so that you don't burn the clothes.
Well, if you know what you're doing and you're on a low enough setting, as long as you don't linger it
Well,
too
yes.
much,
Yes.
you should be fine.
That is true. That's true. That's fair.
Because I've ironed a lot of things and I don't really now I'll put on something, like I'll have like an ironing board or something, but generally I don't have to have like that little barrier in between, just because I don't really iron fabric that requires a higher setting,
True.
So all right, I'm judging this woman.
Oh my goodness.
Those dirty rings. You try.
Also, I didn't
and
see
soaping
any
them
rings.
out and scrubbing them out. And you can still get.
Yeah, you're an idiot. You stop ironing and waiting until after you've ironed to figure out that there.
And how much is she sweating that it's requiring this much dirt's getting built up in the collar?
Yeah, what are y'all doing? Where are y'all working exactly? Just that.
Now, try Whisk. Whisk sinks right into the dirt. Starts to clean before you start to wash. Use Whisk, and you won't hear ring around the collar again.
She's not cleaning it at that point. You have her at the ironing board.
They're also dumb.
Dirty rug? Try the new spray
I
foam
beg
rug
your
cleaner,
pardon.
Glory.
That's a lady.
Well, first of all, yes, currently, right now, our high traffic area run could use a clean. I do not trust this out of business company to clean my rug, though. I actually have one of those.
Wait, is this Johnson & Johnson?
I don't know. It just says Johnson.
It's true. So maybe Johnson bought out Johnson?
Maybe.
Deep cleaning foam. Sponge it in with a wet mop. It dries fast, usually 2 to 4 hours. Then vacuum. It's so easy you can clean your rug this afternoon, entertain guests tonight with Glory.
No.
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 First of all, no.
There's no way it gets it that clean.
Well, also, there's no way it's dried.
No. Oh, God, no.
Believe you. No, I have one of those, what do they call it? It's little carpet cleaner things.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I have one of those. Not expensive and a great investment if you have
they absolutely are. Yes, I have one as well. I mean, we don't have a ton of carpet in this house, so we pretty much use it just for the areas that do, but so we don't use it that often. But we do have one, and it absolutely works.
Yep, we have little runner rugs in the kitchen. Just because, like, we're gonna get a little bit of color in there, I like neutral tones in houses because then you can always like combine stuff to, have.
I'm with you. I like the house to be kind of nondescript. That way, you can, when you add your personal touches to things, it makes it stand out.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I have 2 runner rugs in the kitchen, and one of them has like a big stain on it because it's the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been meaning to do it. So you know what? Johnson Company, because you're not the Johnson & Johnson Company, just the Johnson Company. Thank you for reminding me that I probably should do that today.
Yeah. I mean, when we bought this house, the living room had like this hideous like 70s wood paneling, and then when we got our unintentional sunroom, when a car hit us,
yes,
when they remodeled it, they took all that paneling out and put up nice clean drywall, and they're asking us what color we wanted, and we went, just give us like a nice off-white color and we'll take care of it. And like all our artwork that we had like on the walls, they used to kind of just blend into the wall because you couldn't see it before. Now with them being nice and white, our artwork now pops, and it looks so much better now.
Or like a gray, like a good like kind of medium color gray is always good as well.
Maybe it's an accent wall, but I prefer. I do tend to prefer walls to be just a nice clean white, so that anything you put on them, stands out.
Yeah, you can do it that way. It depends, like if for your bed, because I do like the color of gray. So if you had like a gray accent wall, but you also have like a gray bed frame, having like curtains, like if you had like a window behind your bed, those curtains could be a color and it could separate it out enough. You know what I mean? So stuff like that. You just have to be whatever you have.
Yeah.
I don't like beige walls. Beige walls, there's...
Yeah.
Not a fan of beige walls, but I do like an off-white. Not too white, but like an off-white's fine, or like a gray. Like I'm okay with that. Accent wall that's wallpaper is underrated in my opinion.
Yeah, but wallpaper's a pain.
It is.
I'd rather just paint it and be done with it.
No, I agree 100%. All right, we're almost done.
Yep.
New and wax.
Okay. All right.
Look how sad she is.
I would also be sad if I finished putting up the laundry and all of a sudden I'm just now realizing that there's a ring around the collar for some reason.
I mean, this is also the face I would make if my clothes started yelling at me.
If the closet like opened up by itself and just started screaming at me, I don't think I'd be making this expression. I think I would be running away.
I mean, that's
like,
fair.
I might look back, but I'd definitely be running away.
That's fair. That is, you know what? That is the proper reaction.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Those dirty rings. You'd scrub them, soak them, even bleach them. And you can still come.
If something's not coming off with bleach, I'm a little concerned. If it's white.
I mean, if it's to the point where bleach isn't taking out the stain, then it's done. Like that stain is in there and there's no getting it out. If bleach is unable to take it out, you got a problem. Then it's time to throw away that shirt because that stain's not coming out.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, pour concentrate.
What are you doing? Like, did you see that? Hold on.
Yeah.
The rings. You'd scrub them, soak them, even bleach them. And you can still come out with... Ring around the collar. Now, try whisk around.
Yeah.
Try whisk around.
Stop it. Stop. There we go. What is this?
It's, gross. That's what it is.
Yeah,
like,
it looks gross.
What the hell are you doing, lady?
Right?
Around the collar. Pour concentrated whisk right on the dirt. before you start to wash. Whisk around the collar beats ring around the collar every time. Whisk.
Now I just see lipstick on my husband's collar.
Here's Lucy. Was brought to you by Whisk. Whisk around the collar beats ring around the collar.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Ring around the collar. Ring around the collar.
Oh my God.
Those.
Well, okay, you're first off, you're getting into an argument with a bird. Never a good look. And second, you're wondering why your clothes are dirty. You're putting them over the bird cage.
I'm more concerned about why she thinks having red hair and wearing this shirt was a good idea.
I don't question fashion from past decades because they all have.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just say. It's red on red. Generally not a good idea.
Well, as far as we can tell, the shirt's red. The color is hard to determine everything. Because it looks like there's also like blue and gold, so it looks like there might be like a floral pattern on it.
No, there's definitely a floral pattern. It's just like her red hair.
Yeah.
Definitely natural. And then this red shirt, it's not working. And that's silk. Why you're doing laundry while wearing a silk shirt?
See, that's a real good question. Why are you like all dressed up to do laundry?
Like, I understand your husband's there, but I mean, come on.
Wearing his leisure suit.
Yeah. Just chill out. All right?
Those things. You try scrubbing them out and so come out with.
Ring around the collar.
Now try Whisk. Concentrated Whisk.
I'm gonna pour this in the damn bird seed.
The formula sinks in and starts to clean before you start to wash. Gets even permanent press collars really clean. Whisk around the collar beats ring around the collar.
Why is he wearing corduroy pants?
This is clearly like the late 60s. So
okay.
Corduroy was a thing.
This pattern isn't bad. I know it's
that's
not.
That's not. Yeah, that's not a bad top.
No, top's okay.
The collar, time.
But the light brown corduroy pants and the dark tie, I have to know what his jacket color is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What are you doing, bud? Oh,
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So, who should we select as our newest sponsor?
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Polyester-based satin top. Still too much to do laundry in. I mean,
it's clearly a nice top. So yeah, you don't. Why would you wear like your better looking clothes when you're doing laundry? Just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. The corduroy that looked like corduroy pants. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, who should our newest sponsor be?
Well, considering there's only one that's being stuck in my head at the moment. Ring around the collar.
You mean it beats up the little girl Aunt Jemima one?
Oh, damn it! You know what? You know what? I have to go with Aunt Jemima. I think I have to. It's my girl right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like of all the commercials, it's like that one was like, you know what? That wasn't a bad one. There was the odd one with the half and half with the guy like, you know, having the argument with the camera, which also kind of worked. But it was just this like we were both going, who does that with half and half? Who puts half and half on berries?
Yeah. I'm still baffled about that.
Yeah. I think the funniest were those cigarette ads.
Oh, I don't. Whoever thought, you know what? We're gonna take these Oasis named cigarettes and we're gonna put our commercial in Antarctica.
North Pole. There's a sign that said North Pole. But
No.
Yeah, it's still the Arctic.
I refuse. Silly.
But yeah, my vote's for Aunt Jemima.
Yeah, I'll do Aunt Jemima.
All right. We did it.
Well, I am hungry. Holy hell. We talked about food for at least half this stream.
We did.
Damn, I'm hungry.
So, time to end then.
Yeah, so obviously we have to leave now. All right. Well, thank y'all for coming. Oh, I can't do the stream next week. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's gonna be another 2-week break. Sorry, guys. I have to work next weekend.
All right.
How fun is that?
Always great when you get called in.
So good. So, all right. Well,
Oh, wait. I might have to work the 5th.
oh my goodness. This might be a multiple long thing. I don't know. But I know for sure I can't do next week.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, the 4th. I might have to work the 4th. I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness. Well, keep tuning in on each Saturday, except for next Saturday. Don't bother. But the one after that, tune in because I will say I'll write a community post or a tweet about it, and I won't. So just look for us on Saturday. We might be there. Not this one. This coming one. The next one. Yeah. So anyway, we're so professional.
Yes.
So be professional.
Absolutely. Bye, everyone.